for it. Wait for it. Just let's see.
We're recording now. Stop.
Now this is everybody's gonna see this.
Welcome to my first blab. And
I can't wait to learn the lunchbox tips.
I'm glad you're here, Rocco. So this is my friend Rocco, right over there. He's my friend Rocco. And you are from where?
I'm on this side on my screen.
Oh, you're this side on my screen.
That's cool. We need to. Okay. That's interesting.
Okay, so Stephanie said hi, Rocco.
Hi, Stephanie. He's on the right on mine. See? Hey.
Okay, well, I'm still pointing, but you can see me pointing to him, right, Stephanie?
And now I'm pointing to you.
Okay.
But now really, this is me pointing to you on your screen, right?
Yeah.
Boy, this is a lot.
So then do I have
You're both pointing the opposite. There we go.
So am I pointing at you now on your screen, Rocco?
Yes, you are.
Okay, so that's Rocco.
And
teaching me how to point. Hi, sweetie.
This is Hallie. Hi, you're on live TV. Mwah.
What do you think about that?
Awesome. Say hi to the world. We're hijacking Renee's blab. Okay, continue.
Okay. All right. Okay. So this morning, so every day I do. Well, So I'm Renee. I have Renee's Kitchen, and I write about how to eat and live with love. So I blog, and I'm on Instagram a ton. And what else do I do? So I kind of live my life out on social media, sort of, not all of it. But my message is to eat and live with love. So everything I do sort of kind of fits towards that. But I only put on Instagram and Twitter and all the other things what could be helpful to someone else. So, I meditate every day, but I'm not going to put it on Instagram that, I meditated again today. But if I have an interesting meditation book, I might put that there. So,
maybe a meditation blab.
We could do I did a Periscope on meditation. Did you see that?
You know what? I couldn't get it to come through. And I think it was a signal thing on my end. I was at the drive-thru at Del Taco after fishing. So this was Sunday or Saturday. This is this weekend at some time.
Yeah, I can't remember. So, okay. So one of the things that I write about one of the things that I've been writing about on the blog is, how to make lunches that are healthy, that kids like to make. And, I have vegan kids and vegetarian kids and meat eaters. So how do I, how do I balance all of that? And how do I get, I have 4 kids, but I make 3 lunch boxes, and then I prep our lunches at that time too. So I'm making 3 lunches to go and to be out of the house by 7:00 in the morning. And then I have 2 lunches for us later. We just had another person join, so we're up to 2 viewers, Rocco.
The pressure. Luckily, my daughter stopped with her freak out there, and the pressure. This pressure is too much. I'm done. I can't do any of this. I'm canceling everything.
Okay, so thanks for my
public life is hard.
So I've been talking to moms a lot about how do I do it? And then I put on the website, when I write my blog posts, people email me back asking me specific questions. So I thought my first blab would be about my blog questions that came in.
Oh, yes.
So this is 5 insanely simple lunchbox tips and tricks. So since it's a lunchbox, the first tip I have is have an extra lunchbox. Because, somebody spills something gross in their lunchbox, and then they have to, I forgot. Thanks, Stephanie.
Great.
Yeah,
I'm going to do it too.
You're going to tell a little bird?
Can you do that? What did I do? Did I just close something up?
I did. I went to tell a little bird, and I stopped our recording, and then it started again.
Oh, okay, cool. Now, I think I understand, if I understand correctly, that that little break in the recording will actually seamlessly go back together at the end.
Oh.
From Mr. Stelzner. And I think he's
Okay.
the guy that knows how this stuff works, I think.
That would be nice. It would be so nice if he could join this call.
Stelzner, where are you?
Yeah. Why don't you, someone type that in.
Say, Michael Stelzner, join on.
Yeah, join me on Black. Can you?
And the pressure's on you.
I'm talking.
He's kind of huge, isn't he? I don't know how to do this. Like,
you know what? Everybody puts their pants on one leg at a time, buddy.
Pants? Oh, wait, no, I won't go there. I'm not wearing shoes. Actually, I wear flip-flops, but they're coming off right now in honor of you. Let's see. Let's see if we can. I'll continue. I'm going to tweet this. I'm going to retweet this, and I'm going to add him to it. I think I could do it. I'm not a Twitter expert here.
Okay. So my first tip is have an extra lunchbox. And I love Land's End lunchboxes because you can just throw them in the wash machine, and they thanks for the high fives. And they're super easy to keep clean, and they fold super flat. So because you're storing these. This is like an emergency, right? So I have a black one for when the boys' lunches gets all gunky, and I have a pink one for when the girls' lunches get all gunky, right? Because they were like seriously on sale at Land's End for $2 a piece, so I could not pass them up. And I wish I had one of their lunch boxes from this year, but I don't. This year I bought all new lunch boxes because in middle school they played Kick the Lunchbox, and so Joseph's plastic containers inside his lunchbox like this. Well, he would have the boy one.
Stelzner's been tweeted.
Oh, great. Awesome. Thank you, Rocco.
There we go.
So when they kick the lunchbox, like every plastic thing you put in there gets broke. So I have these really nice, kind of bigger, if you've looked at my stuff on Instagram, so Instagram.com, Renee Bowdy, you will, you'll see like what the lunchboxes look like. So for Joseph last year, I probably went through 10 or 15 of those plastic containers because every other week they would get them, and like I've done lunch duty, and like I'm the only mom that's out there saying, no, don't kick the lunch boxes. Like, how is that even fun? But I digress. So the new lunch boxes which are 2 I got from Target, 1 I got from Land's End, but the inside is exactly the same. It's like it's not a super hard shell. I mean, you can't drop it from, the Sears Tower, which is not the Sears Tower anymore. I'm dating myself.
Is it the Macy's Tower or the Facebook.com Tower? Or?
It's the Willis Tower, I think.
That's no fun. Who the heck is Willis? What you talk about, Willis?
I grew up in Willis.
There you go. Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, I know, right? On Willow Road in Willis. How easy is that for a kid to spell?
Hippie from Willow Road in Willis.
I know. Podunk. So podunk. Anyway, so the lunchbox. So have a good lunchbox and the ones that are hard are easy to clean out too. I don't think they're machine washable, but they're pretty easy to clean. And since they're not getting kicked around, they don't have stuff all stuck to the okay, so thanks, Stephanie, for putting my thing in the notes and the tower. She says we should say the tower formerly known as Sears.
I like it. I know,
right? Okay. The other thing that I have, which is probably these two things kind of go together. One is get your kid involved. So what I did is when my kids were really small and I was sending them, because my kids have always had a lunchbox. They have never had a school lunch. So when they were in like kindergarten, 1st and 2nd grade, I would go through the ads, like the ads in the paper, and we would cut out a picture of carrots or a picture of an apple or, a picture of a peanut butter sandwich or whatever. So we would cut out photographs of all the foods that they liked, and they would kind of like help me build what their lunch might look like, right? So at one point I laminated them so that I know.
No, it's smart. It's smart. They last longer.
Now I would never dream of doing that. And if a mom told me she laminated pictures of carrots out of the newspaper, I'd be like, don't you have anything better to do in your life? But it's kind of
why
funny.
Not, right? You can have a pile of stuff and you just have it. Because if you're going to put it in the fridge, or you're going to if it's in my fridge, I mean, it's going to get like taco sauce and, syrup on it. So
right. You keep your syrup in the fridge?
I do. I guess I don't have to. I'm thinking, I do. But my wife is going to see this and say, why are you doing that? But there's some Trader Joe's stuff that's supposed to be in there. But I just.
Oh, then do you microwave it before you put it on pancakes, or are you putting cold syrup on pancakes?
We have the microwavable stuff, but I don't know. I mean, we don't have a lot of pancake syrup, but is it now? See, now you got me thinking. See, you learn something new every day. I'm done for the day.
Because if you put say,
I'm worried about ants too.
So ants. I just happen to have the syrup.
Yeah, seriously, you're in your office now. You're not broadcasting from the kitchen.
Yes, I am.
Oh, you are in the kitchen.
I am broadcasting from the kitchen because my office is so dark.
Okay, now I'm less concerned about the fact that you just happen to have pancake syrup there because
of my syrup.
I'm on the other side of the house. I can't reach for pancake syrup. I can give you a mic stand.
Is it vegan? It is. I don't use syrup in it.
It's
anyway,
basically
so you see how it's not super thick or super thin. We have two syrups in the house, and this is totally getting off track. We have two syrups. We have syrup from a guy named Jack in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan who actually taps the trees and gives me syrup, which I absolutely love him. He's in my will just because he gives me syrup every year. I love him. And then there's the everyday syrup for when the kids don't Eggo waffles and they don't give a hoot.
Ooh.
So
because that stuff's relatively cheap, $3-4, but the other stuff, we get the agave stuff from Trader Joe's, it's $12, but it tastes like heaven.
Yeah. But I have Jack up north who's getting me my syrup, right?
Yeah, you gotta hook me up with Jack.
If you've got thicker syrup, Rocco, are you listening?
I'm listening. I have to multitask because my DVR isn't working, and I'm trying to get Paw Patrol on for my 2-year-old.
Okay,
but I am listening. This makes for great TV here.
Can I talk while you're doing that? If you heat your syrup, you use less syrup because it's thinner, right?
Wow. Now, see, you just struck me at the heart of my cheapness. And I just saw the dollar signs. I could save probably 42 cents a year. And I'm all about that.
No, you could probably thin this out not thin it out.
And it tastes better.
If you could, because who puts cold syrup on their pancakes?
Apparently this terrible father who can't even get his DVR to, it's working.
It's child abuse. So
terrible.
Not the show, putting cold syrup. Okay, so that's
this show is great.
That's a bonus tip. Anyway, so where am I digressing? Oh, so
Stephanie, that's great.
I know this
real
is the blab that's not, or the blab that's not.
I could have said, "Hey, I've got to watch the 2-year-old. I can't join you." But hey, this is real life. I like it. Live TV, people.
So that's what I did when they were little. I would have them cut out pictures, and then when they got older, they would just tell me what they wanted. So I made this little simple chart that has, actually I did this for the Blessed by Breakfast book. This is going to be Blessed by Breakfast. And so Sunday, it says every moment of every day is a blessing. So that was our intention for this week. It's a weekly, so it's a weekly thing. I'll just show it here. So this is, I'm going to pretend I'm a teacher now. So every moment of every day is a blessing. And then you have Monday through Saturday. And then it has breakfast served with fruit or juice, lunch served with fruit, dinner served with salad, and then the shopping list. So that's all on this one sheet of paper. And I just created it using, I don't know, nothing. I don't know what I used to create it.
Your brain.
I'm going to make another one of these and put it as part of the sign up. It's going to be part of my newsletter that goes out.
Well, that's great.
Right? So when you sign up, then you'll go on the newsletter and then you'll get like a freebie like this every week. Just to be.
I'm signed up.
I know.
Your emails come and I go, woo, yeah.
So like Sundays, pancakes with banana slices and bacon. And then with the leftover pancakes, I put them in school lunches. Oh, because and I make like little pancake tacos. So you can use your pancake as the taco shell, and you can add bananas or strawberries or bacon or whatever. It's so good. Or you can make a pancake peanut butter sandwich. So good.
I haven't had breakfast yet.
I know. So then the second one was muffins, bagel or oatmeal, leftover pancakes and vegan waffles, toast with yogurt and fruit. And then Friday, it's like whatever's left in the house, right? Whatever we haven't eaten, that's their breakfast on Friday. And since Friday our CSA comes, and that comes with another dozen eggs from these chickens that are loved by their owner, Saturday morning is eggs.
We had organic eggs the other day, Renee, by the way, in honor of our discussion we had. My wife went out and bought organic eggs, and they were great. They were brown, and they were pointy. I don't know. I just felt like throwing that out. It's totally.
But did they taste better?
They didn't taste any better, but I felt better by knowing they were healthier eggs. And my wife promised me, because I didn't look at the receipt, that they weren't any more money than the regular ones. I think she's lying. I really do. It's okay. They were happier chickens.
Well, yes. Well, some say that they're egg free. I mean, they're range free or whatever.
Yeah, these ones are free range organic.
Yeah.
And at the very least, it made my wife happy. And that is good enough for me.
I wrote a post on I called who did I call? I called some famous chicken. I called Purdue, and I called another Eggland's Best.
Okay.
Because they have organic cage free. And both of those were a little, no, I did not feel like I was getting the straight answer. So basically what I found out is free range means that they see daylight at some point in their lives, or they have the opportunity to go out, which means that they could have like a paddock, but it's up to the people to, wow.
Love on Fire just went crazy.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Rocco, I'm beating you in the.
Well, it's your show, you know. I'm just here to look pretty, and I'm not doing a very good. Oh, there she goes. She gave me a little love. What was that? I couldn't tell who that was. Oh, wait, there we go.
It's Love on Fire. There you go.
That's awesome.
She's gonna make it. Will she make it exactly equal? I'm wondering.
Balances. We're like we're brother and sister.
Oh, slow down. Oh,
yeah, 32. This has got to be right. Michael Stelzner should be joining us any moment here.
Any moment now.
Yeah, I tweeted him.
Okay, so the having the right lunchbox or a lunchbox that fits your situation, because not everyone needs that. You know, it doesn't have to be kick the lunchbox proof for every kid, right? And then get your kid involved by having them give you ideas or pick out food from wherever you can get the pictures. A lot of times, like those little kid flashcards have fruit on it too. And then the third thing is make a list. So you have an idea of where you're going and what you're going to do. And then this is just, and this is so old from when the very old, like probably 8 years ago. And this is my monthly, when I did once a month cooking. I had all my meals planned out for a month.
I tried that once. That's insane. It was too much for me.
This lets you know how old it is. Chicken was Tuesday.
Chicken.
I know. And then Wednesday was Mexican. Thursday was pasta night. Friday was always meatless. And then Saturday and Sunday were crackpot meals.
Did you say crackpot meals?
Crack.
I was thinking that was maybe a Chicago type, or is it Chicago? A little accent there, crackpot.
It would be a southeastern Michigan accent.
Okay. Poor. I'm in trouble.
Because I'll say
this guy.
Yeah, I'll say rowboat.
Rowboat.
And
do you say pocketbook or purse?
Purse.
Okay. That might be an East Coast thing because they say pocketbook.
But I also say purse.
Purse. I say, how much is this going to cost me?
So I say,
Christiana says purse too. Is Christiana Love on Fire? It's like the same person, I think. That's what confused me. That maybe she had one Twitter account and then, same person.
Yeah. Okay. And then this is another list that I had. I don't follow this anymore, but this was when I was starting out planning meals because, you go from 1 to 2. And in my case, you go up to 4 kids in 5 years. So, yeah, I was on the accelerated plan. This really became really important for me just because I couldn't keep everything straight. So I just kept this shopping list on the refrigerator, and then I would check off what we needed. So those are 3 lists. Now I have it in notes. So whenever anyone says we're out of, or we have one left of, I put it in notes and then I get it the next time I go grocery shopping. All right. So let's review. Rocco, are you ready? What was the first one?
And I'm only slightly distracted with a 2-year-old that's running around here. I'm here for I'm the comic relief.
Okay. So you don't remember.
Wait, I do remember to have an extra lunchbox.
Mm-hmm. Pick your lunchbox that best suits where your kid is and have an extra one.
Yes.
Then get your child involved.
I'll just ventriloquist me. Like I'm talking. Get your child involved.
I should be doing it this way, right?
Yeah.
Get your child involved. And then make a list. Make a list. And then the other one is to have something in the house for when disaster strikes and you run out of bread. You
run out of bread?
All of a sudden, you just have like no food in the house.
What kind of a parent are you? You run out of bread? Well, that was almost too good. Like people were like, man, this guy's mean.
I know, right? Because we bought bread the other day and I said, you guys, we need 2 loaves. And they were like, and so they were being funny and they only bought 1 loaf.
Stephanie's out of bread.
So, see?
We're offending our listeners here. Jeez. This is the last episode.
You are offending our listeners.
No bread. I love it.
So the kids thought, I'm just being overly dramatic. We don't need 2 loaves of bread. And so they didn't get 2 loaves of bread. They got 1 loaf of bread, right? Well, we had BLT sandwiches for lunch. I didn't have a BLT. I had avocado, lettuce, and tomato, which was absolutely
It's getting
phenomenal.
Closer to lunch now. I'm getting hungry.
So it was so good. So my lunch was perfect. But we between 6 sandwiches, we used an entire loaf of bread.
Yeah.
And
Costco.
So I said,
go to Costco. I'm not sure if it's Renee approved, the bread that I get there, but it's like $4 and it's the 2 big loaves. And usually I'll stick one in the freezer. And there's like 30 slices on each loaf. It's crazy. I don't know the contents. I don't know if it's gluten-free or any of all that other stuff, but it's pretty good.
Well, the reason I'm still holding this for a reason. Because
I've taken over your show. I'm no longer welcome here.
That's okay. But that's one of the things that I wanted that's important is you've set your intention that you want to eat, you want to buy bread, that is not very expensive, that is convenient for you because you can buy 2 and put 1 in the freezer. Yeah. And there's probably something else in there. I like to do things in 3s. Anyway, we ran out of bread, and they were like, how can we, and right. So now when I say buy 2 of something, they're going to do it. But so soup. So I have this kind of soup. This is Pacific Organic Thai sweet potato, and it's really good. And it's also what I use to make my lentil burgers.
I bet we could find that on your website. Or Instagram.
I Instagrammed it. You know what? The best way to find out about my lentil burgers is to watch my YouTube video, because I'm taking this video and I get halfway through making these lentil burgers and I'm like, shizzle. It like completely would not like stick together. So I'm on a YouTube and I'm like, well, we're just going to make lentil burger hash.
There you go.
Which is fine, because we made lentil burger hash and then I stuck that into pitas with some cucumber sauce, and it was phenomenal. It was really good.
A lot of the best things are accidents.
But it was not what I had planned, which was kind of a bummer. So, but then I realized that I needed to add more lentils to make it, more whatever.
Lentil.
I don't even know the word. No, like thicker. Not thicker. Thicker is not the right word.
Viscous.
A better liquid to non-liquid ratio. So this is phenomenal in lentil burgers. But what it has on the back of it, this is actually organic, gluten-free, and vegan. So, but is that? Let's see. Is that what I wanted to?
Liquid ratio. I like that.
Yeah, liquid to ratio. All right. So I was going to say something about. I thought it was about this, but basically what it was on this. So these crunchies, these are Annie's animal cookies.
Ooh, I love animal cookies.
They are really good and they are fun colors. But this is what I go for. So when I'm buying stuff for my kids, aren't they wonderful? Liquid ratio. They look healthy. Just that color of the bag makes it look healthy. Yeah, I know, right? And the little farm.
It's got a farm on it, so it's got to be healthy. I could eat the entire bag, and it's good for me. I could take it on a marathon.
So this says no artificial flavors, synthetic colors, or synthetic preservatives. Now, I was wondering why they use the word synthetic.
Yeah, what are they trying? What kind of lawyer is writing that label, right?
So, and then, so that's what I go for when I'm picking out snacks for the kids. I go for no high fructose corn syrup, no artificial flavors, no artificial colors, and no preservatives. So when I'm looking for crackers, the processed food, those are like the 4 things that I hope that it doesn't have.
Okay, right? Okay. I know we worry about dyes and all that stuff too, but we could probably talk for 15 hours on all that stuff.
Right. So that's a whole nother thing. So these are good to have in the cupboard because, it's just kind of a filler food, right? When you run out of whatever.
And it's not too terrible.
Yes. And one of the other things that I bought these when I was in Michigan this weekend. It's called Island Hopper Trail Mix, and it has almonds, macadamia nuts, cherries, or cranberries, and spicy ginger. Ooh. So, this is really, really good. I don't always buy trail mix because I have kids that are kind of purists, so they want just salted peanuts and nothing else. They want, what else do they want? They want just almonds, nothing else. So, but I have a couple kids who like make up their own trail mix. So this is kind of a fun thing to have in there because this is, these are all the things that I love, not necessarily what they love. All right. Stephanie says, oh man. Oh, she makes her own too. It wasn't interesting. I love ginger. I love ginger. and figs. Those are my two favorite things, and walnuts, I guess. So this doesn't have walnuts or figs in it, but this is so good, especially on the road, because, you know, I don't know, after about 4 hours on the road, I start to get hungry. Okay, so what was my fifth thing? What? I know I haven't I had a cheat sheet here, and now I can't seem to find it. Okay, Rocco. Oh, Rocco.
I'm back. Mama Bird just got home, so
okay.
Now I'm not babysitting and blabbing at the same time.
I have to get my phone. Can you hold the show for a minute or two?
Yeah, I've got it. Yes, I've got it. This is the Rocco DeLeo show. She has to get her phone. So, Renee and I'm totally gonna take over the show right here. Renee and I had a podcast. I'm gonna give myself a shameless plug right here. The Rocco, I can't even remember the name of my podcast. And Dad Makes Seven, and it just, Renee, did you see? It went live today. I just posted it.
I did not see. Can you say the name again? Because you kind of.
Oh, okay. It's And Dad Makes Seven. Is the name of the podcast. You can go to rockodeleo.com/iTunes. It'll take you to that. And I think I forgot. So after I get off of this, I will add a pretty link, which just makes a fancy link. So you could go to rockodeleo.com/23 or 24. I do that for all my episodes. That's easy to remember. Oh. So there you go. But you can go to rockodeleo.com/iTunes, and then you can see a picture of Renee, and you'll know which one to listen to. And it's it's my longest one. It's an hour and a half, or about an hour and 20 minutes. And it's this crazy fun banter back and forth. And we talk about CSAs. And I did find that link, by the way, of how to find, and I put it in the show notes. Mm-hmm. I don't remember off the top of my head. It's like find a local harvest or something to be able to find a local CSA. And there's like 4 of them within driving distance of my house in like Elsinore, Southern California.
Wow.
So
awesome.
Look at that. The rockodeleo.com/iTunes. Look at it. My download. I might have to get a special server because my downloads are going to go through the roof after this.
I'm telling you, right?
We're going big, baby, going big. And I have more applause or whatever those props are. But you're the host, so we have to give you. You have to have more. Look at that.
Oh, thanks.
I was even going against myself.
So, the 5 ideas were. The other one was, and I wrote about this in my two other things, and then I'm done talking, and then we can chitter chat or answer questions. Or if anyone wants to come in the open seat, they can. Stephanie, are you done?
The water's warm.
Oh, Sandra's here. These are all my tribe friends. The other one is, since school started, this is the first year I have 3 kids in away school and 1 kid homeschooled. Oh, I've got too many devices out in front of me. All right, I'm gonna let Sandra in.
Hey,
how fun!
How's it
Hi,
going?
how are you?
Hello.
Good. Hey,
I'm so glad you could come. Rocco.
Rocco.
Sandra. Rocco.
There we go. And you got the right to. I've got her right there. Am I doing this?
Okay, so I got to go like this.
There you go. There you go. Oh wow.
Oh, no, Rocco, you got to go the other way, Rocco.
No. My screen. I think we're in the same orientation, right?
No, because you're both pointing the same way that way. So you have to go the other. There you go.
Just give me the props.
Oh Lord, this is crazy. Crazy.
So what I did. So I have 3 kids in away school. So last year for my son, I had these fun like fizzy drinks that he could have at lunch because you can't take a drink in a drink container that isn't see-through. Because
what?
I'm like,
are you going on airplanes?
I didn't get this logic. What?
Does he like get on an airplane to go to school? Like you have to have a see-through container and it has to be under 3 ounces, and
so I'm telling the principal. Because I bought him a really, really good like super duper keep your drink cold for 82 days thermos, right? I mean, he could have gone to anywhere and still had ice water. So because all this lunch stuff is not cheap, so you got to really think it through to make your best decisions, right? So otherwise you just keep like pouring money into the school sieve, right? So so the principal told me you cannot use this, and I'm like, well, why not? She said it's not see-through, and I'm like, what diff does that make? And she was like, well, we don't know what he's drinking, and I'm like,
it's liquid heroin. It's liquid heroin. I sent my kid to school with liquid heroin.
Yeah, really. It's either water or like, you know, rum and orange juice. You know, I mean, like, really, like, clear, not clear. I didn't get it. So I wasn't. You
want a taste? It's orange juice.
I didn't fight that battle. I fought a lot of other battles, but not that one. So this year, since I can't do the fizzy drinks ×3 because that would be over my budget, I've had to go to juice boxes. So my other trick is to have the kids pick out their juice boxes, and then we're gonna wait on you, just a friend, just okay. Because I'm sure you're friendly, but I hang on one second. So I have the kids pick out.
Nobody knows what's happening here.
I'm totally confused.
So just a friend asked to join. So
it's right behind me, isn't it?
I'll join in just a second. I'll add you in just a second. I really want to get these last things out before we get completely sidetracked. So the kids pick out their juice boxes. I don't know how long I'm going to be doing juice boxes because I kind of looked at the ingredients and they're all just sugar and 100% vitamin C. So if they get a juice box at lunch, that means that they're going to be drinking like water at dinner, which they normally do. But in the event that they like want a Baja Blast or something like completely disgusting, it's because they get a treat once a week, right? Because I want to have healthy. Oop, they left. I want to have super healthy kids, or I want to give them the opportunity to choose healthy options, but I can't like impose my food on them, right? They've got to live because otherwise they're going to go to college and like be living off Baja Blast morning, noon, and day. I don't want to create a cage dog syndrome with my kids.
Better than liquid heroin, but yeah.
Yes, right. Yes. That's great with a little sweet and low, but the aspartame's terrible for you.
All right. So
hey,
Stephanie's
I have to hop
off
because I'm doing a blab in like 10 minutes and I got to go run.
Okay.
But,
so we'll try and join.
Okay.
I'll talk to you guys
later.
Bye.
All right. Bye. Sandra.
Yeah.
Before you go, can you put your blab in the notes so
yes.
we might go there? Okay,
yeah.
Great.
Awesome. Thank you.
Opportunity to share.
So we are. So I put these in the freezer. So they get to pick out what juice box they want, and then I put them in the freezer, all of them for the whole week. So 15 juice boxes go into the freezer at the beginning of the week, and then at the end of the week, I will add more. But
so you freeze them so they're cold by the time they drink them when they get to school? Yeah,
they thaw out by lunchtime.
Okay.
Right. But my oldest on soccer days, so like when on days that he has a soccer game, he's decided that he wants to buy his lunch. Because they have this phenomenal cafeteria there, so he can get a salad bar or a panini or thanks, Rocco.
I'm helping her out. She looks it looks sad with that 0 down there. We're gonna get caught up here.
So that was his deal because he said, "Mom, some days I want to buy my own lunch," and I'm fine with that. I don't have a problem with that, but I need to know the schedule because he can't come up to me on a Tuesday morning after I've got his lunch made and say, "Oh, I'm buying my lunch today." I can't work like that. So I need 24 hours notice if you're not getting a lunch. So how he did it is I'm just on game days, I'm going to buy my lunch. So, I think I've got through everything. Juice box in the fridge or freezer, soup in the cupboard for emergencies, make a list. Talk about lunch boxes.
If we ask a question, it'll throw her off right now. She'll be like, "Get off my show."
And then, so I
have a question. I think it's a very legitimate question here.
Despite you, Rocco, I have made all my 5 points. And do we have a time? Can I see how long I've been going?
You know, that's something we could get in the suggestion box, because it would be nice to see, like on a Skype call, you could see how long the Skype call's been and how long you've recorded. And now we don't know. I'm going to look at the clock. It's 9:49 Pacific Daylight Time. So whatever you guys are.
Oh, so 49 minutes, because we started a little after 11 because we were both in Safari.
We had the Safari syndrome here. Apparently, these guys don't allow Safari. I don't know. It's still Blab beta. So, but my question for you, and at some point I actually have to go to work. I know it's crazy. But so what is your per lunch budget? Per kid per lunch budget? Like $2, $4? Because I know we're all trying to not go broke on kids' lunches. And a school lunch here is like $2.50, like to buy one. I know that's like talking to the devil, but still.
I don't know.
Okay. Because you said you're like trying to keep it over budget. I know that we kind of use that as a general term, but I haven't done this in a while. But when I start putting together lunches, and pretty much our lunches when we do it, they're repeatable, 3 or 4 different lunches, and you mix and match. But I want to try to keep it very close to the school lunch price, just to kind of keep it within reason, because it could add up, especially 3-4 kids.
It can definitely add up. So this is one of the soup mixes that I use. And this box of soup mix is, I think, $2.50, and I get 4 lunches out of this.
Okay.
So, and that's how, when I look at something, I'll look at this box of organic soup and I'll say, okay, this is 2 lunches. And this is 4 lunches. So really, in this, I have 6 lunches, and then I add some crackers, and then I'm good to go.
And then, the juice is probably 50 cents. Sometimes they're $1. Yeah, the good ones are actually $1. The ones that aren't like watered down, just sugar.
Right. So I'm not a fan of the juice boxes, so I think that they're going to get that until Christmas, and then I'm just going to ixnay the juice box idea. Bottled
water works, and you can reuse the bottle, and it's see-through.
Mm-hmm. Well, this school doesn't care if I'm giving my kids vodka at lunch.
Yeah.
This is really great.
I'm sorry. This school does not care if their drink containers are see-through or not.
That's which hilarious.
Is but the other thing is that the drink container doesn't always fit into the lunchbox.
It needs to. Yeah. It has to.
And the lunchbox, and the other thing I worry about is that they're all taking Chromebooks now, right? Because they all have their Chromebooks, and I'm worried that their Chromebook is going to explode in their lunch and get all over their Chromebook.
So you need a lunch box that can withstand that.
Or a
somewhat watertight.
Yeah, a waterproof Chromebook cover. But the high schooler, you can't have a dorky Chromebook cover, right? Because because you can't, because you don't want your kid to look like his mom's freaked out. Not like all the kids don't know that already.
Remember we had books, like just books, and we would take like the grocery bags and make book covers with them? Do you remember doing that?
Yeah. Slice it and tape it, and
yeah. Like, what happened to that?
And then you could draw all over the front of your book, right?
Yeah.
Get all artsy with that.
Oh, good times, good times.
See, in my day, we wrote on stone.
Nice.
Yeah.
We just had dirt. We just wrote on dirt.
Oh, you just wrote right into the dirt?
Oh, yeah. Onto the tablets. Moses. I had to write on the back of the Moses' tablet. Oh boy, jeez.
Okay. All right. So Rocco, did you have any other anything else? Stephanie, did you have any questions?
This is so much fun.
Yeah.
I can't wait to do more blabs.
Yeah. It is.
So Rocco, how often should we do another blab? I was thinking our next blab should be about I was thinking our blab our Rocco Renee show should be about conscious parenting and how to raise because it's how we do it, right?
Yeah, I like the idea of just a few things, like you had the top 5, and I keep cutting you off. I'm such a jerk. This is a problem. I have a problem here.
First step is admitting it.
So, yes. So I'm on step 1 here today. So I like having just a couple things to start with and then kind of letting it go, because you don't know who's going to hop in, and not being like when we do a podcast, it's a little more structured, but this is more fun.
It is more fun.
I'm definitely having more fun. There's a lot less pressure because I don't have to edit after either, but this is I'm just having a good time. For me, we might need to do it an hour earlier when we do our stuff, because this is kind of, I should be at work right now.
Okay. Hopefully the boss isn't on Blab.
I'm working late today, so we'll make up for
that. Okay, so yeah, I think we should do that. I think that would be fun. I mean, it doesn't have to be about food.
Oh, it'll be about everything. Just random stuff. Like if you and I and Stephanie or whoever wanted to jump, if we have chemistry, we have this. Ellery was talking about this, right? You just with your guests, as long as you have this chemistry. I forget the term that he used, but it's very similar to rapport. I think that's the fancy podcasting word. If you have the rapport and you're fun to listen to, you could talk about dirt, and in which we were, and people will listen, and it'll go somewhere. So, and I think we have fun together. So this is good.
I didn't have to spit. I was able to.
This is good. I'm not funny enough. I just do this because I sell Botox, and I have this line. This is my frontalis. Oh. There we go. So yeah, there we go. Now it's stuck. Yeah, I'm looking at myself way too much.
Okay, so all right, I think we should end it on you sell Botox.
I sell Botox. I'm not sure I'm even allowed to say that because I do not represent my organization when I talk on this show. These are my thoughts, not the thoughts of my company.
Disclaimer.
Rocco, the former Botox guy. Oh, heavens. The FDA is breathing. They're right behind me, aren't they? I like that one. You look right into the camera, you go,
oh, I think they're at the door, Rocco.
Behind me, aren't they? My eyes. That's scary. So, I'm having too much fun here. And I've taken over your show.
I'm going to stop recording and then see what happens.
Wait. We have to do a plug. Where to find you again?
Okay, all right. So
that's it for another fun and exciting episode.
Go for it. Yeah, you do it, and then I'll add my stuff.
Of the Renee Bowdy Show. But well, Stephanie, where can people find you?
Oh, they can find me at stephaniefishman.com.
Can you spell that?
Yeah, here, I'll stick it in.
Okay.
Because Stephanie's always a PH, but Stephen is sometimes an FE or a VEN.
Mm-hmm.
But it's good. It's good to know that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's where I am.
Okay, great.
Definitely do more. The two of you are very good together.
Well, thank you. RoccoDeLeo.com. Shameless plug. Wait, it didn't go out. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you can find me at RoccoDeLeo.com.
Oh, and I'm Renee Bowdy. RENEE.
And Renee, on your tag here, we'll be able to talk offline. How do you get that like sideways smiley face on your Twitter tag? That's on our next blab.
Secrets, yeah.
Stay tuned.
Oh, did you notice on Instagram how I have a list?
Yeah.
How I have a list rather than a whole thing going?
Mm-hmm.
You know how many kids in the high school say, Mrs. Bowdy, we looked at your Instagram account. We like how your list is. How do you get that? My son is mortified. He's like, Mom, what? You're the Instagram lady at school.
That's great.
Which I am not. It's like for him, if one person, and now I'm like, when girls ask me questions, I'm like, do you really care? Or are you just looking at my kid? You have to, which is kind of bad. Did you want to go out and swing?
Creepy.
Okay. Yes?
Well, it's been fun, guys. I got to jump over to Sandra's blab.
Well,
nice meeting you, Stephanie, with a PH.
Nice meeting you. I'll see you, Rocco.
You got it.
I'll do some more.
Bye, Stephanie.
There we go. See you guys later.
Gracias.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. So, Rocco, you did your plugs. I did mine. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, wherever you are most, I'm there too. So just find me. I think that's my new thing.
I like that.
I am everywhere. So wherever you are, whatever fits with you, you find me.
I don't that pin thing, pinning to the board. I can't.
Yeah, and it's all ReneeBowdy.com. Pinterest, Twitter, Instagram.
If I could quit my job and get all over this stuff, I would, but I can't.
My jewelry is Renee Tierntowski.
There you go. Let's hit the off the record.